Since the shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania yesterday, there's been a lot of talk in politics from both the left and the right. A lot of people on the Democratic side have put out statements saying that it's awful. They condemn the violence and things like that. And Republicans have done the same. However, there have been some MAGA lunatics on the far right Republican side who have just taken it too far. They're spreading conspiracy theories about the event. They're trying to politicize it to attack Joe Biden, attack the Democrats. It really is disgusting. This should be a moment for unity where the American people unanimously condemn the violence, not create conspiracy theories about it. But some Republicans didn't get the memo, I suppose. So I want to show you some tweets from one Republican congressman, which went viral yesterday on social media, which I also think are particularly egregious in how awful they are. So the first tweet I want to show you is, again, from this Republican congressman, Mike Collins. You might have seen this on social media already. Here's the tweet on your screen. In response to a user on Twitter saying, quoting Joe Biden at a fundraiser saying, "We're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye." They're taking this quote wildly out of context, and Mike Collins decided to quote that and say, "Joe Biden sent the orders." That's a sitting Republican congressman. A sitting Republican congressman is claiming that the president of the United States sent an order to attack his political opponent because of an out-of-context quote. Are you kidding me? This is an elected member of our government. He knows that this is not true. He's trying to spread hate and division in a time where the temperature in the country is really high, and this could lead to more hate and division. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. What a ridiculous thing to do. And in that specific quote, I really want to point out how this was out of context. Here's a article on your screen right now from Politico saying, "A defiant Biden tells donors, 'We're done talking about the debate.'" This was after the debate performance. Biden was talking to donors about what steps the campaign is taking next, how they move forward. And on this donor call, he said this, quote, "I have one job, and that's to beat Donald Trump. I'm absolutely certain I'm the best person to be able to do that. So we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye." So obviously, with that added context, we can see that he's not suggesting anything nefarious. He's not suggesting anything like that. He's saying, look, we're done talking about the debate and the fallout from the debate. We're done talking about all of that. That doesn't matter anymore. It's time to focus on Donald Trump. It's a turn of phrase. It's a phrase, it's a metaphor per se that Joe Biden is using here. I'm not sure if Mike Collins is familiar with that in the English language, but that's a metaphor. Joe Biden is speaking hypothetically. I mean, it's so ridiculous that this guy is trying to use this quote out of context to try to further push division in this country in a time, as I mentioned, where things are just really tense. The election's coming up, the shooting just happened, all of this nonsense is going on. And it's just gross that Mike Collins is trying to use this as an opportunity to benefit, not unite. And by the way, he didn't stop there. He didn't just stop with one wild conspiracy that somehow magically Joe Biden is involved, which is insane even saying it. But he didn't stop there. He put out this tweet next saying, "The Republican district attorney in Butler County, PA, should immediately file charges against Joseph R. Biden for inciting an assassination." So he took that out of context quote from Joe Biden and tried to claim that because of that quote, he incited an assassination attempt. Are you kidding me? First of all, I thought that the president has immunity now, Mike. I thought that the guy you're supporting, Donald Trump, is of the view that presidents should have absolute immunity. So if this were the case, it's not. But if it were the case, then Joe Biden couldn't be charged, right? I thought that's what the Republicans were advocating for. I thought that's what they were all about. I thought that's what Donald Trump was talking about. I digress. Aside from that little hypocrisy right there, it is absurd to suggest that Joe Biden should face criminal charges. I'm genuinely struggling to say it over how ridiculous it is that Joe Biden would face any consequence for this. He's the president of the United States. He had no connection to this whatsoever. And Republicans are trying to paint a different narrative. They do this with every single thing that happens to Donald Trump. When Trump is found guilty in criminal court of 34 felonies, when he's found liable for sexual abuse, when he's found liable for extensive business fraud, when he's indicted, when the shooting at the rally happened, they always somehow make it political. They always somehow blame Joe Biden as if he is God who can just move all these pieces around and not get caught by the Department of Justice or the FBI and not have this revealed by any journalist ever. Apparently, he's just that great. I mean, it's so insane. And I think the major takeaway here is that this is what like elected Republicans are running with. Lauren Boebert said something similar to this. There are other Republicans in Congress saying something to this effect. In a moment where all the Democrats and major Democratic leaders, Biden, Obama, VP Harris, Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, the list goes on of Democrats, are saying, hold on now. Let's take a deep breath. We condemn the violence. This is absolutely unacceptable in any form. Let's unite as Americans, not as Democrats, Republicans. Let's unite as Americans. Democrats are saying that. And then we have some Republicans on the MAGA side who are saying, no, you know what? I'm not interested in that whole unity thing. I'm not interested in that. I'm not, that's not what I'm about. Let's spread the most insane conspiracy you've ever heard. Let's spread the most insane conspiracy of 2024 that somehow Joe Biden was involved in this. What, like, trying to gain some polling points are we doing? Is that what's happening? Are you trying to rile up the base? Are you trying to fundraise? Do they really think that those possible outcomes are more important than the unity of the country, the fabric we have here? Apparently so. Apparently Mike Collins and Lauren Boebert and these far-right Republicans who are vehemently supporting Donald Trump are not interested in getting to the bottom of what happened yesterday in a timely manner, in the proper way with an FBI investigation. They're not interested in the facts. They're not interested in the truth. They're interested in playing politics. And it's just so disgusting that this has become such a consistent theme with the Republicans, with major events in this presidential election. As we just mentioned, with the criminal trial, completely undermining the faith in our criminal justice system by claiming that it's rigged, claiming that Joe Biden was behind it, claiming that the Democrats were behind it. And now they're attacking the FBI, indirectly attacking the Department of Justice, indirectly attacking the presidency and Joe Biden himself indirectly, just continuing to undermine the faith in our most important institutions that we have in this country, just for political gain, just so they can get a talking point. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if any of these Republican politicians follow up these posts with a fundraising link, a donation link for their campaign. It's just it really is disgusting. And I want to make it clear here. I'm not even speaking about this topic as a Democrat, as a Joe Biden supporter. I'm not even speaking as I support Joe Biden vehemently. I'm a proud Democrat, but I'm not speaking at this on this from a political perspective. I'm speaking on this from an American's perspective, an American citizen's perspective, that this is wrong. This is wrong. Absolutely incorrect. If this were the other way around and somebody on my side of the aisle was trying to insinuate that Donald Trump was involved, it would be wrong too. It'd be wrong too. So it's just insane to see how people are falling off the wagon on the Republican side. I mean, I suppose we knew about this for a while now, that some of these people were were crazy, but to do something like this, to insinuate something like this, is just disgusting. So anyway, wanted to bring that to your attention. I'm going to wrap up the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe down below. It goes an incredibly long way. Also, drop a like on the video and comment. Let me know what you think about all of this. And look, as I said yesterday, I hope you're taking care of yourself, given all the news. And I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.